Hello viewers. Today's video is we're gonna be doing the GOAT of a track. Yes, that's right. One of the best tracks in the game. Just gotta say, this track is really good for long periods of time. Or doing long races. Or for long races, okay? You feel me here, people? You feel me here? But I still have to say that this is one of the funnest races I've ever done in my life. But definitely would recommend trying it out. But, players just waiting for this race to start. And, yeah, Genesis is the fastest car for this race, but the Huracan is also pretty fast. Also, I heard that the GTR is also really fast for this track, but it's never really used, okay? Alright, let's get started. So, Huracan in front, hard tires, and 14 laps. Let's get started. Huracan in front, try to make a move, but hit him just by 1 pixel, and didn't really make the best opportunity. And I get overtaken by the NSX, aka the Honda, and the Chevrolet right behind me, or the Corvette, whatever you want to call it. I personally call it both. Sparks in front, and heading into the big braking zone, overtake the Honda, and then the Honda and the Chevrolet is going to hit me and overtake me, and the Chevrolet goes wide and hits me and hits the wall, and then I spin. I have a bit of an episode, and then I hit the wall trying to get back, and then I also spin out again. So I get back myself back on the track. Bit of a yellow flag, and heading through the tunnel. And Tim right behind me, the Porsche, overtakes me, but then hits the wall, and now he's gone. But clearly it is working. Well, except for the point I spun out, but it's just a rocky start. It's the first lap of a race, people. But gone through, and now we're gonna skip to the mid section, and BMW is off, or spun out, but New York and Corvette is right in front of me, and definitely gonna try and make a move, but
tire choices.
Heading through the last corner, and then not kind of in slipstream range, but I am losing time because they're bump drafting, and now the McLaren is in front. Goes a bit wide, gets overtaken, and then heads to almost the biggest braking spot, and he gets an episode. Oh my gosh. And I overtake the Corvette, and a bit of contact with me in New York. But I overtook them. Both. All 3 of them.
Okay. That was close.
Heading through the tunnel, Corvette getting really close, but then I eventually lose him a bit. And heading through closer to the midsection, trying to maneuver my way through without crashing or hitting anybody. Okay, heading through close to the tunnel. The Corvette tries to make a move, but I eventually block it. And I also have the fastest lap, and it looks like somebody spun out.
Like
I don't know. But yellow flag came out. But Corvette also tries to make another move, but I eventually block it off.
Wow.
And yeah, Ricky is right in front of me, and yeah, that Corvette cannot catch up. The Genesis speed is just so you can't. In this car I'm driving is really fast. Bit of smoke contact in front. So heading through the corners or the big braking zone again, and Corvette's gonna try and make another move, but he doesn't have enough speed to get through, and I eventually lose contact from him, and Rick is in front, and I almost bump into him, and then, oh my gosh, that Corvette really just shoved me out of the way so he can get in front. So, and he made a dirty move, overtaking Rick in front. Rick has a half the second penalty, and it shows that he's really struggling to try and keep up. I overtake Rick, and now clearly it is working. It's best for me seats, I guess, trying to overtake me and trying to eat me. Anyways, moving on to the corner, and somebody spins out, and I overtake him, and then I almost overtake the
Thank you, New York, for giving me a bump draft.
A Corvette, but I didn't make the move. I didn't have enough speed. But yeah, he's really far in front, but pretty quick driver, but dirty driver as well. Make a massive dive bomb and overtake the Corvette, but I ended up overtaking him again, and he's in the wall again, and New York gets bumped really far behind. I go wide and hit the wall, and he has a 1.5 second penalty. I guess he bumped me. I don't know. I need to check the footage. But New York also overtakes me. Rick is right behind me. Well, not right behind me, but he's behind me. Pretty close. And go through the final corners of this lap. And New York has the upper hand, and I can't overtake him. He's pretty quick. And the Honda goes in the pit, and then I overtake him. We all overtake him, and New York is his car just does not have straight line speed, but I managed to kind of touch him, and he spins out, and now the Corvette is serving a penalty. So I overtake both of them, and now I'm in seventh. Pretty good race so far. Halfway through that. And up on the fastest lap, head to the middle section, and my game kind of lagged, I guess. But I almost spin out. I have a bit of an episode, so I brake again, and I go wide again, but not into the wall. So, heading through the middle section, and not very quick through this part because it's easy to crash, and it looks like first position is pitting, but he's now in third, but now people are pitting. The top 6th, 5th, and 4th are now pitting, and I overtake all of them, and except for 4th, but that's too soon, maybe. But so I head through the big braking zone, and really, the Mercedes is really quick through that corner. And it looks like the Corvette is behind me again. I don't know, but yeah, Corvette's pretty quick. I haven't used it a lot personally, but really nice car. But heading through the other big braking zone, and just trying to maneuver my way through. And heading towards the middle section, and that Mercedes is really quick. He goes a bit wide, but he makes his way, and I spin out, and yeah, so not a bad race so far. And now people are really starting to pit, and that Porsche's really close behind. I didn't even notice him, and he tries to make a move, but I managed to overtake him, but I knew I was going to lose the positions anyway, so I was like, why not just go into the pits. So now in the pits, changing over to the medium, not refueling, and now currently it's lap 8. Got a bit of damage on the front, or no, it's just mechanical damage or just bumper damage. I'm really now onto the fresh mediums.
Come on, Ricky.
And Ricky is behind me, but he's fine. But I have to say that this race is really, really fun so far. Had a few crashes, but it's just still pretty fun to play. And it looks like he has a penalty. I don't know how long. I didn't really see, but telling on how far he dropped. He dropped about a second and a half. So switched over to lap 9. And it looks like GT7 is in third. Very quick driver, I have to say. And 6 is now pitting. And it's the Corvette. And he gets through. I get through. I overtake him while he's getting out of the pits. And then I see the blue Genesis right in front of me. And yeah, definitely a really quick driver. And he has a 3.5 second penalty. Yes, I memorized that. And now let's jump over to lap 10, over to this part, and I ram into the wall again, but still holding up strong. But it looks like first is now pitting, or the Canadian is now pitting, and then another time I hit the wall again for the third time, and guy up in front is crashed off. Now I'm at 6th. I guess he left, but I don't really know. I can see everybody in front.
Those guys in front are really battling.
Just gotta say, this race is pretty crazy. Definitely one of the best. So now let's head over to lap 12, the beginning of lap 12. Just gotta say that this race was really fun. Really loved it, and I mean, I know it's not the end, but just gotta say it's really, really fun. But heading through the big braking zone, head through the first chicane, whatever you want to call it. I call it the big braking zone, but you know. So now any cuts this time over to any specific part or lap. It's just me racing around this track for 2 more laps, which is like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, or 3 minutes. It's like, yeah, 3 minutes. And then I ram into the wall, not ram into the wall, but almost hit the wall, and heading through the middle section, almost out, and I'm out of the middle section, and heading towards the final corner of this lap, and just heading through And now, now on to the final lap, or not to the final lap, the beginning of lap 13, and nothing really happens after lap 12. Nothing really happens, it's just me racing. No crashes, no nothing. But, go a bit wide there. Tires a bit worn, especially the front, but still doing fine. The NSX that overtook me earlier, well, let's see, beginning of the race, is now right in front of me. He goes a bit wide, a bit of dirt flies up, and a bit slow through this corner. He hits the wall, and heading through the big braking zone, he goes pretty narrow, pretty good line, heading through the tunnel, and now onto the last corners. Now onto the last braking zone of this lap. Man, that NSX is really quick. But he goes a bit wide. I was gonna go the inside, but I was like, nope, outside. Overtake him, final lap. Pretty close to the fastest lap. Let's finish this. So, go for the normal line. Go pretty deep into the braking zone. He overtakes me, but then I overtake him because he goes way too wide. But, pretty quick. And, fourth is also pretty quick, but, I mean, things happen. But, nothing else really happens. He does try and overtake me again, but he doesn't. But also, I go a little bit wide. He hits the wall, and I get the upper hand. I go a bit wide, but not into the wall. And, heading through the last corners. And last braking zone. Let's go. And this has just been a fun race, guys. I just want to say thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, I just want to say thank you again for watching, and I'll
overall amazing.
I guess it's time to go home. Thank you all. That was really good. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and goodbye.